with Joe Russell, Coach George Mason here at the NCAA Championships. Tell us a little bit about your season out there with the new program and just how things have gone for you and for the program this year.
Yeah, I think it's been a big transition, being the new guy coming in for the guys on the team and myself getting in a new environment. It's been a lot of change, but I think the guys have handled it real well. As far as changing over to who I am, what I am as the coach, and hopefully we're starting to figure each other out and try and keep building the program at George Mason.
Let's talk a little bit about being in the CAA. You spent all those years in the Big Ten, and obviously with a program that was very, very successful and at all times of levels, and now you're at a different kind of program and a different conference. What's your assessment of the wrestling that you've seen and the challenge ahead for you and your program?
Yeah, for me it's been kind of fun because I've been to lots of schools with wrestling in the Big Ten and switching conferences and type of program, kind of away from the haves to the have-nots kind of thing. But the CAA is tough. Some great wrestling schools. Got to go to, I'd never been to Binghamton before, or Navy, or Virginia. Even Virginia hadn't been there, so it was great to go to those, see what those facilities are like, see those fans, and get to know different wrestling people around the country. And the thing I learned is wrestling people, wherever we're at, we're good people and just people that love wrestling. And it's been interesting to me. But the CAA conference is definitely tough, and excited what the coaches are doing in that conference. They're really building that CAA into a strong, formidable conference, and I hope to see it keep growing.
You got a couple qualifiers here. Tell me about the individuals you'll be coaching out on the mats this weekend.
Yeah, we're really pleased to have a couple guys qualify for nationals this year. We have a senior Bogna at 197, real tough. He won the CAA championship, second time he had won it, and he's been wrestling real well, so hoping him to do well. Then we have a true freshman, 125, Vince Rodriguez. He got an at-large bid, so I'm excited to get him here, get him some experience. I think he can wrestle well and compete here. He deserves to be here, so want them both to come here and have great experiences and see if they can pull off a couple upsets for us.
Now, you've got a beautiful campus with a high reputation that you're going to be coaching at. As a coach trying to bring in some new talent, how have you found the ability to sell people on your school and your vision?
Yeah, I think the area, it's a beautiful area, a great location. The campus, like you said, is just growing like crazy, and it's a beautiful place. So just trying to sell recruits on that wrestling's important to George Mason, and we're going to try and build something great there, and trying to get guys to buy into our vision that they can go to George Mason, have a great Division I wrestling experience, and leave there with their degree. So that's what we're trying to push, and I'm hoping to get the right guys on board, because if we get us all headed in the right direction, we can do some good things there. Now,
the athletes you had there, they're going to look to be doing things like freestyle, and over the years when you've been involved in wrestling, you've always helped coach people in the postseason in the USA Wrestling events. Are you looking to have some of your kids go to universities, Fila Juniors, those kind of things to get the experience that it might take to be winners?
Yeah, it's going to be a big emphasis for us, something we're trying to change. We actually got a USA Wrestling Club going, just got it going, and trying to build the guys. If we can get the guys wrestling freestyle and Greco in the spring and summer, that's going to really help move up the level of our program. So that's a point of emphasis and something we're definitely going to try and get as many of the guys to those tournaments as we possibly can.
Now, do you mostly recruit now on the East Coast, or have you actually taken a look to other parts of the country? You know a lot more of the country than even the East,
Yeah,
I mean, you grew up in the West, you went to college in the Midwest, and now you're on the other shore there. Have you been looking at kids from all over the country?
Yeah, we have. Getting a little lost. My assistant coach at George Mason's from Washington, grew up in Washington and northern Idaho, so we both have a lot of ties out west, but we're definitely recruiting, any guys that are interested in George Mason, and a lot of East Coast, and we don't have a lot of scholarships there, so getting the local kids is important for us as well, not only for the fans' perspective, but just to make it affordable for the kids to go to school. So we're recruiting everywhere, but we definitely want, a lot of Virginia guys and a lot of the guys from the East Coast as well.
So what are you looking forward to in this tournament? It's going to be kind of weird not having you in the corner there with the Gophers,
Yeah, I won't get to sit in the corner with them, but I'll be cheering for them for sure. And, I just want my guys to go out here and perform well. They've trained well, and hopefully they're rested and ready to go and get out there and get after them. But definitely excited to see how the Minnesota guys do as well. This is a great tournament, fun to be a part of, and I'm excited to be here. Even though I'm wearing a different hat now, it's, you just celebrate good wrestling. So it doesn't really matter where they're at. If they're getting after it and taking some risk out there, it's fun to watch.
Well, I appreciate your time, Joe, and good luck moving forward. Looking forward to seeing you out there with a different team this time around.
Thank you very much, Gary.